Well, now that Joe Biden has been sworn in as president, we're all looking ahead to what's next. Let's bring in Daniel Lippman now. Daniel is a White House and Washington reporter for Politico. Daniel, what do Biden's first few days in office look like? Are there items already on the agenda?
Yeah, so in the next few hours, he's going to sign 17 executive actions that are going to be taking effect pretty much immediately, and in some cases in a few weeks, aimed at having the U.S. rejoin the Paris Climate Accord, reversing the Muslim travel ban, doing other steps in terms of encouraging mask use. So in every federal building, you'll have to wear a mask, and other actions aimed at reversing Trump administration policies.
Okay, and let's talk about the transition of power from Donald Trump to Joe Biden. We know that Donald Trump was very visibly absent from the ceremonies today and the days leading up to it. He didn't participate in a lot of the ceremonies, or should we say actions, that would normally happen in that transition. There are reports, however, that he left a note. Do we have any more insight as to what this letter held?
So we have not seen the contents of the note, and we may never know unless the Biden team leaks it in the next day or two. But this is probably a traditional type of note in saying, good luck, I left you a good economy, or, please, continue to, be a good president for all of the American people. In the Andrews Air Force Base departure ceremony that I attended, Trump wished the administration good luck, and so I would expect it was probably a similar message to that. But he never gave Biden a call. He never met with Biden, which is one of the formalities of the transition of power.
And Donald Trump, left office early this morning. He did address a crowd for the last time. What did you make of that last address?
So he struck a wistful tone. He talked about the China virus. And he kind of patted himself on the back for his accomplishments. He was surrounded by a couple hundred adoring fans, including some people who worked for him. Although they were desperate for people to attend this ceremony, they sent invitations multiple times to almost every former White House official, including people who had written tell-all books like John Bolton and Omarosa. And so they were very keen to ensure that Trump had a good visual of cheering crowds on his way back down to Florida.
And Daniel, does Donald Trump still hold any power or influence in the Capitol even after he leaves? What happens when a president is no longer the president?
Well, he will have a post-presidency office. He's going to make a library. He might start a TV network potentially. He wants to figure out how to get his views across, because he's been kicked off Twitter and Facebook, and so he doesn't have access to those media platforms anymore. And so I don't think he's going to remain quiet, but he may give Joe Biden a couple days of no criticism on his end. He may just be, wanting to golf in Florida and relax from his, strenuous 4 years. Even if he didn't, work every single minute, he still was kind of soaked in the cable news atmosphere.
Absolutely. We are just watching a live shot now of this procession making its way over to the Arlington Cemetery. Daniel, I want to ask you, as the country welcomes a new administration, there is expected to be some growing pains. What do you think the next few weeks are going to look like?
I think we're going to see, I don't think we're going to see a ton of growing pains, because I think Washington will be happy that D.C. is getting back to normal. There's a lot of competent officials who will be in charge in the Biden administration. But, there's going to be just people who are trying to figure out their way around the White House and around Washington who are new in the administration. There's going to be resistance from Republicans. They'll have to get a ton of people who are confirmed by the Senate. And so kind of the usual hiccups. I'm sure the administration will make mistakes. And so I think that's something we have to look out for.
Okay, lots of things to watch as this all unfolds over the next few days and weeks. Thank you so much for joining us, Daniel Lippman from Politico.
Thank you.